And we're going to start off with the weaker combos before we move on to the bigger combos. We can't summon our Gishki, but we can do a Spright combo. Using at least one level 2 monster and another monster, we can link summon into Spright Sprind. Use Spright Sprind to send a Nimble Angler to the graveyard. We use Nimble Angler to summon 2 Nimbles from the deck. Then we'll Exi summon into Gigantic Spright. Use Gigantic Spright to summon Iblee from the deck. Link the Iblee and one of the Nimbles into Spright Elf. If Iblee is sent to the graveyard, we can special summon it to the opponent's side of the field. Then we'll use Spright Elf to summon the Sprind from the graveyard. So as long as the opponent has Iblee on their side of the field, they won't be able to special summon any monsters except Link monsters. So before the opponent can special summon a Link 2 to get rid of the Iblee, we can special summon a monster with Elf to activate Sprind and bounce their normal summoned monster. So now we're going to be doing some Gishki combos, and we're going second against heroes. We're going to activate the Aqua Mirror. The opponent's going to respond with a Mask Change, so they are going to summon Dark Law, and because we added a card to our hand, the opponent's going to be able to banish a card with Dark Law. Fortunately, we still have Gishki Grimness, so we're going to normal summon our Gishki Grimness. On summon Grimness, we'll special summon a Gishki from the deck. We use it to summon Gishki Abyss. Now Dark Law is banishing everything I send to the graveyard, but it's great that our Gishki cards can be discarded to search for cards without having to be sent to the graveyard. We use Gishki Abyss to add Gishki Vision to the hand, then discard the Vision to add a Gishki Neramanas, activating the Necro Mirror to tribute the opponent's card to special summon Neramanas, and then go into the battle phase. In the main phase 2, we'll link summon our 2 cards into Spright Sprind and start a Spright combo. So we're going to send Nimble Angler to the graveyard, special summon 2 Nimbles, then go into a Gigantic Spright to summon a Iblee from the deck, then link into Spright Elf, summon the Iblee to the opponent's side of the field, and then use Spright Elf to bring back Spright Sprind. On the opponent's standby phase, they're going to want to summon the DPE from the graveyard, but with Iblee on the field, they will not be able to special summon anything except Link monsters. So the opponent's going to normal summon. We'll use Spright Elf to special summon Gishki Abyss, and then activate Spright Sprind, and then bounce the opponent's monster. So now we're going to do a full combo. Now what I love about Gishki is that most of their cards are not once per turn, so we're going to activate Aqua Mirror to search for any of our Gishki cards, and then we'll activate another one to search for another Gishki card. Grimness will summon Abyss, so then we can add another Gishki to our hand. We'll discard the Vision to add a Neramanas to the hand, then we'll discard Shadow to add a Ritual spell to the hand. We'll search for another Neramanas. Most games will be using Grimness as the full cost to Ritual summon a monster, but this time we're going to activate the Ritual spell and use the other Neramanas from our hand to Ritual summon Neramanas. If Neramanas is special summoned, you can target 1 water monster from your graveyard and special summon it. So we're going to special summon the Abyss, and on summon we'll activate Abyss to search for another Gishki card. In the graveyard, we'll shuffle our Aqua Mirror Ritual spell back into the deck and add a Neramanas from the graveyard to our hand. Now we can summon Gigantic Spright, and then Exi summon into Mannequin Cat. Gigantic Spright will summon the Iblee from the deck, and then we'll link into Spright Elf. We'll special summon the Iblee to the opponent's field. On summon, we can activate Mannequin Cat to target the Iblee and special summon a monster from the deck with the same attribute. We can special summon a Spright Jet or Spright Blue. Then we can link into IP Masquerena, use Elf to summon Spright Sprind, then use Spright Starter to summon Spright Carrot to protect us from spell and trap cards. On any end phase, we can banish the focused Aqua Mirror to set a Gishki Trap or spell from the deck. We can use the Aqua Mirror Illusion Trap card to special summon the second Neramanas in our hand, so another way to out the Iblee is to tribute summon it. So when the opponent activates a monster effect, we can respond with Neramanas to negate it and then shuffle it back into the deck. And Neramanas is a soft once per turn, and we can still summon it from the hand with the Gishki Trap to negate another effect. Using Elf, we can bring back the Iblee, and then link summon using IP Masquerena, and because the Iblee was sent to the graveyard, we can special summon it back to the opponent's side of the field and lock them again. So initially, I wanted to put Gishki Sprites in Diamond. One of its biggest flaws is if you summon the Gishki Grimness and activate its effect to summon a Gishki from the deck, then you will be locked into attacking with only Gishki Ritual monsters, so sometimes you just won't be able to OTK. though the Iblee lock is just so good and very consistent that I think Gishki Sprights deserves to be a master rank water deck. If we lose the Iblee lock, Gishki Sprights will fall 1 tier, and if we lose Spright Elf, then it will just fall even further. So if Konami decides to ban Spright Elf like it is banned in OCG and TCG, then it will be a very bad sign for Gishki Sprights. And that's all for now. Bye!